Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Al-Rakah Kudash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great Mosul and rule well. And Shalom, the hopeful elect. It's Pile of in James London Camp. And this is news and prophecy, prophecy and news. I got an article here from nypost.com. Title reads, Riot police break up dueling trans rights protests outside LA Spa. So it reads, dueling pro and anti-protest trans rights protests outside the Los Angeles Spa turned violent Saturday, resulting in projectiles thrown, cops firing rubber bullets, and more than a dozen arrests, according to the report. The We Spa in Koreatown had also been the site of clashes earlier this month during protests over a viral video that appeared to show a customer complaining that a trans woman had exposed herself in front of children. On Saturday morning, LGBTQ pro activists assembled. It's lucky, man. That's funny. On Saturday morning, LGBTQ activists assembled in front of Spa to counter demonstrators who had gathered there to oppose trans people patronizing the business. The protesting the Spa's policy wave signs saying, "Save our children and stop defending pedos," the report said. An unlawful assembly was declared by police after members of the crowd threw projectiles, including some that were aimed at cops, according to the report. So this even shows you, I'm sure I can't remember, it escapes me at this moment, but that breaking up an assembly is a powerful law, right? Because it shows you that the cops can come and just say, look, man, this is an unlawful assembly due to COVID or whatever grounds or wherever stipulations written with the law, and basically make it as to where it'll be a wrap for them. So it says footage posted to social media showed police in riot gear shooting beanbags and rubber bullets at demonstrators. Most people did leave the area, but currently there are a number of arrests for failure to disperse. LAPD Megan Aguilar told the newspaper, which reported that no one was injured. A reporter for The Guardian who was covering the protest said that she was attacked by demonstrators that were screaming about Jesus. Oh, man. See, I didn't even know. This is crazy, man. I didn't even open this article for that, but it's going in that direction. So this even just shows you, with them declaring an unlawful assembly and, them screaming about Jesus, it really shows you that the application of that law, all right, is really going to be aimed at the men of the Lord, all right? Let me quickly read a few scriptures. So there's the book of Revelations 12 and 12, because it's what time we're in. The testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of what? Prophecy. Alright, so this is, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. And this is part of that great wrath, alright? Him utilizing that policy, alright, to basically, actually let me read that. And I've got one other scripture I want to read. So there's a book of Daniel 8 and 25, and through his policy also he caused craft to prosper in his hand, all right? And that this precepts perfectly with Psalms who craft mischief by law. Let me quickly pull that up. I'm spelling mischief wrong. Or am I? 94 and 20. That's it, frameth. Psalms 94 and 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? Yeah, so this is what Esau does. Isaiah 10 and 2 says the same thing as well. Alright, which escapes me right now, but you can look it up. And through his policy, Daniel's 8 and 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, be proud, and even though pride was not made for men, neither furious anger for those born of a woman. And by peace shall destroy many, alright? When he shall say peace and safety, then shall sudden destruction come. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, where he shall be broken without hand. Alright? But the main thing is he's being crafty by way of law. Alright, and the last scripture I wanted to get is Amos 8 and 11. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord Yahweh. And that's it. This is all prophecy being fulfilled, alright? Them claiming to hear someone screaming about Jesus, alright? Which the true name of the Lord is Yahweh Shai, and is a so-called black man according to the Bible. But them saying Jesus ties into the Bible and it can paint everyone with the same brush. The Seven Poverty Law Center is a good show of that. Alright? So it says, just got thrown to the ground by the right-wing anti-pedophile protest as a crowd converged on me and chased me, Lois Beckett tweeted. The dueling demonstrations seem to have been spurred by the same June 24th Instagram video that sparked violent protests outside of Spa on July 3rd. And I believe I've seen that video as well, and it's just confusion, alright? Now, it's a female area, but the trans individual came in there with a male genitalia. That's confusion, man. You ain't allowed in that area, alright? Because it's female, alright? So it says, he is a man. An irate woman told staff in the clip, he is not a female. There are girls down there, other women who are highly offended by what they just saw, and you did nothing. You sided with him. And I believe that was the Jake woman talking to an Edomite guy that was just trying to, act like, it don't matter, but it did matter. Alright? But that just shows you Esau's nature. It's in his nature to be very passive and to just be very accepting of everything, which really is a wicked and evil spirit, right? The law about your neighbor, loving your neighbor, tells you that you shall not suffer sin upon your neighbor, but you shall rebuke him in basically, in all things, more or less. All right. Questions have since been raised about the veracity of the clip. According to the Los Angeles Blade, a local LGBT newspaper, law enforcement sources, and that's confusion, man. I want to get into that after I read through this. Law enforcement sources told the outlet that they were not able to find evidence to confirm that a trans person had indeed been present at the business that day, leading to concerns the video was staged. Well, let's see. And this is how nowadays, if there's no proof on the video, if the video evidence can be erased, it never happened. And that's really gonna be, the main point of concern in anything. It's gonna be Okay, so do you have evidence of this clip? Do you have like video evidence? No. So, and then maybe even a business is just, it could be a myriad of things. I'm not going to delve into it. I am recording this because I'm going to make a big deal. I'm going to take this worldwide. Complaining woman in a video is heard promising. Spa defended its practices in a statement to Los Angeles magazine. Like many other metropolitan areas, Los Angeles contains a trans population, some of whom enjoy visiting the spa. And the statement read, "We Spa strives to meet the needs of all its customers." And normally this goes into what? Confusion. That's all it's about. So let me read this in 2 Ezra 16 and 21. I'll start from 19. If I had the window open, I would have showed it. "Behold, famine, plague, and tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges." Now this is getting into the point. "Behold, victuals shall be good cheap upon the earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case." And I'm going to do a quick video. It's going to be probably like a minute or so to kind of go into that. Alright, because basically you got so much happening on the earth right now. The world is literally on fire. But guess what? Victuals are good cheap on the earth. No one even realizes, man. Alright? Even if normalized it, you had the elite, these MPs over here, the Prime Minister and his Chancellor, I believe. Basically, they're meant to go into self-isolation. They ain't doing it. They're saying we ain't gonna do it, but they've since turned back on their words. But at the same time, that's neither here nor there, because the main point being is that they're what's the thing I'm trying to say? They're normalizing the fact that no one cares no more. It's like it's accepted that you can put other people in harm's way to just get on with your life, kind of thing. Right, but let me read on. It says, "And even shall the evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." And that's what's going on right now. This is hella confusion, man. This is confusion. Alright? That trans individual shouldn't have been in that area. That's for females. Because even if it did, oh man, let me even go into that, man. Let me just say in the scriptures, man. So I'm gonna read a few more of the spirit wills. So this is Isaiah 30:1. I'm gonna read the points in verse 3. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right? And that's you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and all the Israelites scattered all over the earth, alright, that basically join on to this system, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Alright? This is only going to be what? Your confusion. Let me read this and close on this one with it. Alright, this is Isaiah 24 and 10. It said, "The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in." Alright? "There is a crying for wine in the streets, all joy is darkened, the mirth of the land is gone." And that's what's gonna happen, man. The wine talking about the philosophy of Babylon is gonna be made dry. All right, but the main point being is that it says the sea of confusion is broken down. All right, this place is that's why it's gonna be a shame because ultimately this place is gonna be put to an end, and then in that time of darkness, if you have the light of Yahweh Shai, basically Matthew the 25th chapter, that's gonna allow you to withstand um, the darkness in those days. So with that, man, I pray you're edified to the next one. I say shalom, shalom.